Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Reach out to me directly. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com for pricing. Today we are discussing a lovely platinum a Lange Sohne Grand Lange 1. This is the original Grand Lange case. As launched in 2003, it's 41.9 millimeters in platinum, 10.5 millimeters thick, and from lug tip to lug tip, 50.1 millimeters with a 22 millimeter spacing between the lugs. The watch is broad and flat. It's a wonderfully grand dress watch. I would recommend it for a wrist no smaller than 15 centimeters circumference because it is pretty broad across the wrist and quite heavy, but it's also flat and it easily slides underneath the breast cuff, so rest assured, this is a dress watch. The timepiece is, however, larger with more presence than, say, a 36 millimeter Datejust or even a 38.5 millimeter Lange 1. Taking a look at the strap, you can see this is a Lange factory strap in outstanding condition, large rectangular scale alligator leather in black semi-gloss finish, some bolstering to give it thickness, monotone stitch, and then you can see on the side sheer cut leather. On the bottom, you can see it's calfskin. You can see the condition is excellent. The watch includes a simple pin buckle. Lange is written on the outside. It has a little bit of faceting on its flank. Then it has this retaining bar, so if you're like me and you use the smallest hole, you have a tiny wrist, or you even punch a smaller hole, sometimes, the watch can get stuck on your wrist. Well, this little bar prevents the watch from getting pinned on the pin, so it's easier to remove a tightly strapped watch. Now, the watch also has an elevated bridge over the prongs, so you can see how the strap sits inside the buckle rather than underneath. That reduces the thickness on the wrist. Now, the case is handsome, the way Lange cases tend to be, but it has that general air de famille. As you can see, the lugs are stepped out, as they always are on Lange watches. We have here a sheer case flank that's longitudinally satinated. Then we have a bezel with a little vertical lip and a domed profile, and we have a case back that also has a little bit of a vertical lip before it slopes inward towards the reverse of the watch. We have a Lange branded crown, and then we have a sapphire crystal over a dial with two different tones of silver. One is darker, and then inside the displays for hours, minutes, and seconds, you have a lighter silver. The whole dial is made of a piece of sterling silver, and then it's galvanized this silver color. The indices, the numerals, the hands, as well as the frame for the date, all white gold, 18 karat, so they won't tarnish or oxidize over time. This means double mainspring barrel, and it does. It has two mainspring barrels, manually wound to energize a 72-hour power reserve, and then you have this up and down power reserve indicator. Make sure we're not close to midnight here. Now, you can see the watch also includes a push-button changer for the panorama datum, or the outsized date, which is a signature of Lange, and the feel of the pusher is as good as a fine column wheel chronograph. Taking a look at the reverse side, you can see this watch includes a Lange caliber 901.2. It has twin barrels, a 21/6 beat rate. It's 5-position adjusted like a chronometer. Pivots on 53 jewels. It has a stop seconds function. It has the pusher system for the double-digit date. And you can see it features a number of fine finishing elements, including black polishing on the case clamp screws, as well as the swan's neck regulator and the cap for the escape wheel. You can also see that there's a sharp inward angle, actually rendered in steel, on that cap for the escape wheel, which is an impressive refinement. We have glasuta stripes laid down by abrasive wheel across the bridges, and then mirrored anglage on the edge of all the bridges, as well as the edge of the access ports within the three-quarter style bridge. And the three-quarter style bridge is itself a nod to pocket watch manufacturing in East Germany prior to World War II, which is when the historic Lange Sohne existed. We have both black polished and kiln-fired blued screws, so you enjoy both here. You can see there's engine turning on the base plate. The balance cock is freehand engraved with a burin, and then we have pivot jewels set in golden chaton held in place by screws, another nod to watchmaking in the pre-communist era of German watchmaking from 1845 till about the early 1950s. So they would have built watches that looked very much like this, so Lange's style is a tribute to that. All of this has a nice golden hue because Lange uses what's called German silver, a nickel copper zinc alloy that would have been used on pocket watches. The copper gives it that golden tone, and then all of this is water resistant down to 30 meters. Reach out to Tim Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.